children, deputies say, were found locked inside a barn, like an outbuilding in Kanawha County.
It's a disturbing discovery, deputies say they made Monday night in the Sissonville area of Kanawha County. Deputies say the 911 call came in at about 5:45 Monday evening.
But there is a family that we have been calling CPS on multiple times. He has 2 kids locked in an outbuilding. They've been in there for days. They're in that with the red door. It's padlocked. Locked with a padlock? Yes, I've seen him open it, say something to the kids, and I watched him lock it back. The kids are locked in there. You can't miss it. It's a red, 2 double doors. They're red. They're locked in that, in the barn.
Deputies say they went to the barn after that 911 call, and that is when they found the 2 teens inside with no access to food, water, a bathroom, bed, and no way out. A couple of hours later, the deputies say these 2 relatives, Donald Lance and Jean Whitefeather, arrived back at the home and were arrested on felony child neglect charges.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit y'all another video. Hope y'all having a very great day. Hope y'all having a very great week. My day is going absolutely marvelous. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribers to the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of West Virginia by way of Sissonville. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of West Virginia and everybody inside the great city of Sissonville. Now, before I start the story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, keep these stories coming. Now, as you all may know, yes, today is not what? Thursday. That will be here very soon. But today is Trifling Tuesday. And this story right here has trifling written all over it. Now, we have 2 people, a couple that is. And now, everything I'm going to say about this couple is the truth, even though some of my words may be harsh. But as you hear the details of this story, you may say some things your damn self after I get to explaining what these 2 people did. And now you have a couple who goes by the name of Donald Ray Lance and also ugly, yes, Jean Whitefeather. Now, what Jean Whitefeather and also Donald Ray Lance did is very trifling and low down. But this is not the first time they have done this. And it's amazing that CPS did not get involved a lot sooner. So let me ask you all this, family, because we're going to dive right into this situation. Why do you think CPS took so long? And now the reason why we're hearing this story is because the couple bond was recently revoked due to some negative things going on within their case and also their bond amount. The court system is basically saying that the couple obtained illegal funds and that's how they posted their bond. But their original bonds was $200,000 apiece. So they let you know this story has been out. But what's so trifling and what's so sad about the situation is the fact that this happened way last October. So why wasn't more said about it in the news? It's amazing how the news try to cover up certain things for certain groups of people. And this is not the first time this couple had somebody calling CPS.
A couple calls were also made on the home at Cheyenne Lane involving abuse of the children that lived there back in May and September.
But it's amazing that CPS in Sissonville did not do a damn thing because this person said, as you often hear right now,
But there is a family that we have been calling CPS on multiple times. He has 2 kids locked in an outbuilding. They've been in there for days.
They called multiple times, called all the way back in May and also again in September, reporting abuse. So let me ask you this, family. Why do you think CPS took so long in Sissonville to react? Now, lo and behold, the police officer came back to this residence in October, and that's where he discovered the 2 children that was locked inside of a barn. You had a 16-year-old girl and also a 14-year-old boy who was locked inside of this barn. And the story also says that this couple was making these children work basically as slaves. Now, that's a damn shame right there. Now, you wouldn't even think that you would hear something like this in 2024. But at the same time, like I told you all, this is not the first time this couple had CPS called on them. Because from what I understand and from what the story said, is this couple is not even from West Virginia. This couple is from the state of Washington. And you might be asking yourself, well, Trey, why in the hell did they leave the state of Washington? The reason why they left the state of Washington is the same reason why they're in trouble right now. Is because reports of abuse. Now, it's amazing how this couple was able to flee the state of Washington and also law enforcement without getting in any damn trouble. So the state of Washington, CPS that is, you all did not follow up with this couple. You all did not track this couple down to West Virginia. And lo and behold, guess what? They do the same damn thing. Now, you would think if somebody going to adopt children, they would have those children's best interests at heart. And also, why sit up here and adopt some children that you don't even want to be bothered with? And furthermore, why even adopt these children if you're not going to provide them love and nurture them and bring them up right? Because think about this. Why even go through all this just to abuse these children? These children had already been through enough. And now for anybody who out there dealing with foster children or have adopted a child, you know some of these children come from broken homes and also broken lives. These children have already been through enough. And how dare you sit up here and an adult take them in just to abuse them even more? But you want to know what's even more crazier is the fact this couple, Donna Ray Lance and also Gene Whitefella, they did not even have to adopt black children. You had every opportunity to adopt who? Yes, white children. And I guarantee you, they would not have done white children like that. So why sit up there and take out the time to go down to your CPS office just to adopt black children with the intent, because it's all about your intent, with the intent just to abuse your children? Because it's this simple. If you did not want to be bothered with black children, why sit there and adopt black children when there are just as many white children in foster care and also waiting to be adopted? You did not even have to take out your time to sit up here and adopt black children just to abuse them. So what's even more strange about this whole story is the fact they say this couple, Donna Ray Lance and also Gene Whitefella, was wealthy. They was well off. But guess what though? All that money is gone now because they had to sell their home that this abuse took place in. And they also had to sell an 80-acre ranch for $725,000 in hopes of trying to make bond because they each have a $500,000 bond because before then their bond was $200,000 a piece. But like I told you all in the beginning of the video, the judge had revoked that bond because the court system is saying they obtained that money by illegal means. Now, what illegal means, I'm not too sure, but that's the reason why they increased their bond from $200,000 to $500,000. And from what I feel, I think they should stay their butt in jail because of the way they did these children. Now, when the police went to this residence, they said they noticed the girl had shoes on, but they was also locked inside of this shed, as you all see, with no mattress, with no running water, with no food. And they also said the 14-year-old boy had sores, had open sores on the bottom of his feet. Now think about that. The nerve of these people sit up here and lock you outside in the heat and also the cold, but at the same time, lock you out here in the shed. And then as you all see at the bottom, the excuse they gave the police was because the kids liked it and they thought of the place as a clubhouse. Now ask yourself this, family, before I dig deep into the story. What child in their right mind, a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old, is going to think locking them in a shed and also with no running water, with no food, with no amenities, and they having 8 and 12 hours? What person in their right mind going to sit up here and think that's a damn clubhouse? That sounds like to me more like a damn prison cell. Basically a place that you keep a wild animal locked up at because those children deserve way more better than that. But quite fittingly, just like how the story read, a wealthy white couple, guess what? They are not wealthy no more because they have got everything taken from them. And this is what happened when you try to do people wrong. Look here, God may bless you with some money, but guess what? The moment you sit up here and mess over somebody is the moment is that you're going to lose everything, as in the case of these people right here. And it's a good thing their ass is in jail. And it's also a good thing they are broke right now. And that's exactly how life works. But anyway, we'll break the rest down as I read a snippet from this story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story, and I'm going to give my opinion, all of it. Surely, as we go, wealthy white couple allegedly, ain't no damn allegedly, they did that, kept their black adopted children as slaves, locked them inside of their barn, says the reports. That's a damn shame right there. Now think about this. You got all this money to help these children, to change their life around, but what you decide to do? You decide to sit up here and make them slaves and abuse them at the same damn time. I mean, it's bad enough you sit up here making me work for free, you're barely feeding me, but at the same time, you want to whoop my ass? That's too much right there. But think about this, family. If they was let out this barn, why didn't a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old decide to run away? Because anything would have been better than being treated like that. But anyway, let's continue with the story. A wealthy white West Virginia couple forced their adopted black children to work as slaves and sleep inside of a damn barn. Like they were some damn mountain goats or some damn cows or something. Like, who in their right mind does that in this day and age? And also, the main question, CPS, what in the hell took y'all so long in Sissonville to go and investigate this whole situation? It's basically like the caller stated on the phone. They called CPS several times.
But there is a family that we have been calling CPS on multiple times. He has 2 kids locked in an outbuilding. They've been in there for days.
But CPS, whoever they ass is, all of them need to be arrested also, whoever work inside this office and that knew about this situation. Because it sounds like to me that CPS was very close friends with Donna Ray Lance and also Gene Whitefella. So let me ask you this, family. Why do you think CPS took so damn long to sit up here and investigate this whole situation? because clearly they did not do a damn investigation, because the person stated again they called back in May and they also called back in September, and then thank God the person called again in October, and that's when the police officer went over there the third time, because as you all heard, the police officer went to this residence twice before.
Kanawha County deputies said they investigated those complaints and say the 2 prior ones were unfounded.
But guess what though? They said when the officer went there, the situation of the call, which means the reason why he went over there, it was unfounded. So let me ask you all this, family. What did the officer mean when he said that the situation was unfounded? Because did the police officer mean that he did not locate the children, or did the police officer mean that he did not see any abuse on the children? Please let me know that, because I've been thinking the whole time, what in the hell they mean about unfounded? And now to the star of the hour, Donna Ray Lance, 63 years old, looking at a bit. Trey, I don't give a damn what you or your followers say. Yeah, I don't like black people, but guess what though? That's supposed to be my secret. 85 in the face, and also his ugly ass girlfriend or wife, whoever she may be, Jean Whitefelder, 62 years old, looking at her bit. Yeah, Trey, I may be missing one chromosome and I may be a little Riri, but guess what though? I don't like black people also. 85 in the face plus 6 more. Pleaded not guilty to more than a dozen new charges on Tuesday after the 2 teens were found locked inside a crumbling shed with dirty clothes on. And also the police said when they went inside the shed, they noticed the kids did not have clean clothes on. They were smelling very bad. And they also didn't have no food, and they were locked inside of the shed. That's a damn shame right there. Now think about this, family. Think about if that was you inside the shed. And also think about if you're looking at your sibling and you're wondering to yourself, damn, did we deserve this? Because you could have just left them where they was at. I mean, I'm sure wherever the hell they was at was a lot better than living inside this damn shed, locked in there like animals. And then also the neighbors reported to the police that the kids were seen all over the farm performing labor. So not only are these people guilty of human trafficking, but they also are guilty of breaking child labor laws, because they had these children out there basically working in the capacity of slaves. And who would ever imagine that is going on in the year 2023? Because remember, this happened last year. So let me ask you all this, family, in closing. How was this couple able to leave the state of Washington when it was already under investigation for child abuse and neglect? And also, why didn't the state of Washington put out a warrant for their arrest? Because maybe if they would have did that, this abuse right here that took place inside of West Virginia, it would have never happened. So once again, what is CPS doing, especially in Sissonville? Now, once again, like I said earlier, you had a person, and thank you, whoever that caller was, you are the MVP of this story right here. But at the same time, you had a caller calling multiple times to CPS. CPS did not even respond one damn time. So CPS in Sissonville, somebody can call you and report abuse and say they see this child getting abused, say they see this child being locked outside the shed, and y'all don't go over there and do a damn thing about it. But lo and behold, when the person called the police, that's when the police go over there multiple times. And upon the 3rd time, the police discover these 2 children locked inside of the shed. And you mean to tell me, CPS, this is y'all job, just like it is the police, but this is your job. This is your duty to sit up here and monitor these children. So you sit up here and receive multiple reports, but no one from your office did a welfare check on these children. Shame on all of you all. So let me ask you all this, family. We're going to close on this note. Do you think whoever this person was in CPS that knew about the situation, do you think they should be arrested also and charges brought against them? Because clearly you are at fault also. Because what if this couple would have killed these children? And it's a good thing they did not do that. But at the same time, look here, if you're going to bring a child in, whether it's your child or not, but more importantly, if it's somebody else's child, which would be a foster child or an adopted child, if your intent is not to do right by that child, leave that child where it's at, because that child has already been through enough. And shame on those people, Donna Ray Lance, and also his ugly ass wife, Jean Whitefelder, for doing those children like that. But like I told y'all in the beginning of the story, it says a wealthy white couple. But guess what? Their ass is flat broke right now, sitting in jail with a combined $1 million bond, $500,000 apiece. And this is what happened when you do God's children wrong. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. I'll let you all know what I think. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed, and I will see y'all soon on next Trey King Show. And guess what? I'm out.